Wah,
Tuh, arah jam 3.
3. Ada apa JR jam 3?
Ada pulau ya.
Waduh,
Apa itu?
gak tahu.
Itu plan ya itu ya? Kiri itu. Ya plan ya.
Iya, plane.
Oh iya.
Nah, itu pulau depan tuh. Akan penuh.
Wah, itu pulau berkabut, bro. Mati kita kalau ke situ. Bukan deh.
Pulau
Ada
berawan.
ada pulau berawan yang nggak bisa kelihatan apa-apa aja. Kelihatan tanah aja
Ada apa
di
dengan situ?
bawah. Ada monster terbang nah yang kayak serangga gede gitu. Ada kecoa gede.
Datangi N. Datangi pohon besar.
Pohon besar,
Kenapa gue di terus?
pohon besar palsu jadi nggak mana bisa ditangin.
Plan
Ini
ya
di
ini Jok.
forest depannya.
Biar sampai ke ujung dunia. Depan
Ini
Ini
plane
plan
sih.
lah.
plan kayaknya.
Mana kapten?
Kiri.
Hah? Kok ada apa tadi tuh? Tuh di kiri tuh. Batu kah? Oh, batu. Ada batu tengah-tengah tuh.
Ini bukan plane ini.
Datar. Tabrak nih.
Titanic.
Ini bukan plane ini.
Bukan.
Datangi aja sudah bosnya langsung.
Black
Mana?
Forest.
Itu bon mas ya?
Ya.
Mutarnya berarti kanan ya?
Black Forest.
Tabrak nih. Tabrak.
Wah,
Eh.
hancur sih.
Wah, ini.
Mau hancur.
Terserah darahnya.
Ada batu lagi, bro.
Gak kelihatan jadi gara-gara layarnya besar. Kebesaran layarnya. Ada alat workbench nggak? Bikin di sini dulu.
Gak ada sih.
Ada bahannya.
Ada kayu kan? Ada. Langsung.
Apa ada nih? Kayaknya terlalu dangkal deh kalau yang kanan.
Hampir mati. Mau mati aku ya.
Baiknya.
Ada. Ada perbaiki.
Oh, stop. Kamu stop ya.
Jalan nih.
Hah?
Naik dulu.
Mengisi tenaga tuh.
Ada rusa laut sih. Tuh. Dari tengah laut dia loh.
Ini susah nih beloknya nih. Aduh.
Ini dangkal banget sih kanan.
Kamu bisa
Kelar
kan?
ya.
Sempit itu.
Bikin di rumah di sini aman dah kayaknya.
Tar.
Rumah singgah ya.
Oh no, best.
Base. Cari yang rata nah enak sih. Buat base. Buat
Ya
underground.
harus diratakan tuh.
Underground base.
Taran.
Hmm?
Putar.
Mana sih itu? Jatuh kamu Put. Agak jatuh ya.
Lah.
Ya nge-lag.
Nian.
Nge-lag bro.
Ya aku juga dong. Ya kamu terbang ya. Kamu terbang dari atas air ya. Kapalnya udah di depan padahal. Ya.
Wih Put.
So today I'm here to show you how I build my
Yeah.
own bases. Workspace like crypts and troll caves too if you really wanted. Now those
Asli.
things are fantastic if you want a little hobbit hole around the map. Maybe you want multiple of them.
Udah ada daratan yang pernah depan tuh.
Islands. They're cozy, protected, and can act as awesome little outposts in different hotspots around the world. But if you're looking for something huge as a ceiling,
Mantep ya underground
what
base.
type of rock or ore that it is, obviously, maybe top of Earth will. Now the premise towers that you can let's get straight into it. So because of the way mining created something like crypts and all of them, but if as a ceiling and you can build under there these walls on the side that are made out of earth,
Ya.
indestructible.
Mati
Ya,
lampu,
kita di tengah laut loh.
mati lampu kayaknya. Masih connect lagi.
Biar tengah laut loh.
Through the ceiling, and that is only maybe possible
Kambing.
something like a rock or ore as the
Yeah,
top.
maybe.
It depends or something with that type of hitting capacity. But things like
Mantep
the
ya.
crypts,
Yang
troll
dikirim saya tuh.
caves, the little castles you find around, stuff like that, and the big stones, they cannot be destroyed at all, except some can be destroyed by players. But that's a lot different. Obviously, you don't need to fend off. To see what I did a base, you'll need to be careful that you don't go too far out
Nah,
to the
nyetel ginian.
sides. If you are using the elder base, you can make it pretty big.
Kalau tiket ngaruh.
Story, you might be able to do even more. Maybe it won't let you do that much, and it will do less. It depends type of terrain your base is on, I guess. Because if it's on a higher area or a lower area, it might mess with how far you can dig. I'm not sure, I haven't really experienced those types of issues. If you're running into something like that, that might be the reason. I'll pipe in here and there as I play the gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed the build. After this one, I'll play a underground house, so you won't be able to become my underground house. Enjoy the video, I'll talk to you in a sec. Alright, so here I've built a, as you can see, and I am connecting it to the floor. Now after I've put all the necessities inside here. I haven't used my railing there. You'll see I want that. There's my bed, there's some rugs and I did this very, very fast. If you wanted to do something similar like the portal, the only method of entry, I think that's pretty cool. It makes it very hidden and only you will know how to get in and out. And I think it just adds a lot more flair. So there's no entry doors, there's just that portal. You guys can do yours however you want, that's the beauty of it all. I should have added some lighting in here, there's not much at all. But that's
Gak ada
about
Sally ya?
all I have to show for this style of base.
Itu masuk tadi.
And I'll quickly show you how I do the little hobbit style bases. So of course first you're going to have to decide what you want to use as the ceiling. Like we spoke about before, on screen you can see I've chosen to use a copper deposit as my base ceiling, where I'm going to place this little house underneath. Now while working on this, I did make the mistake of removing some of the copper deposit, making the ceiling smaller than I would like to be, so make sure you're very, very careful of that when you're digging into the actual copper. Obviously you want to make sure that there's as much room as possible, so you can dig into it a bit, but make sure you do not destroy that
Gak ada
top
di off
layer.
dia.
Once that's done, you can fill in the edges by
Ya.
raising the
Itu lampu
ground.
memang
If you want
kayaknya.
to find a spot
Iya,
for the
kayaknya.
door, you can have it go through the roof. It's kind of like a little hole with some ladders, or you can decide to put the door in the side like I have here on screen. I like to make it as small and unnoticeable as possible. However you do that, that's up to you. But once you figured out how you want your door, you're going to go inside, where hopefully you have already dug out the space that you were going to eat a lot of the walls and earth in there. If you want to, depends how much space, and you don't even need an entrance. You can just use a portal that will save you some space as well. And again, I really like that idea. In my main worlds, that is what I do, just a portal. But of course I'm going to show you how to do an entrance just in case. So I placed all the necessities in here. There is a bed, some chests. I'm going to fill in these gaps with some walls, and you're going to see me go outside, and I'm trying to fix up this horrible entrance that I've made. Obviously, if I was building this in my main server, I would make it look a lot neater and a lot cleaner. You do this however you want, you spend as much time on it as you want. I like to make it feel like it's a part of the forest and harder to notice so it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. But once you've cultivated the land and added in all the bushes and grass back, you can just add your final touches and it should become a cozy and livable little base in the middle of nowhere. And that's all I have to show for you guys today. I really hope this helps at least some. Enjoyed the video, please let me know by leaving a like on the video, or you could leave a comment down below telling me what you thought. If you do build something like this, feel free to leave a comment down below letting me know. I'll try and respond if I can. I hope to see some of you in future videos. Take care guys, I'll catch you later. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm here to kill Great Wolves as they spawn. The creatures will be as useful to it. I just want to understand how much I appreciate one of his videos. I saw him use a med try and do right here. You'll see me on screen. I'm going to try, actually I think I'm going to have to kill, you know what, I might have to kill the big one because I think they're harder to get in the hole. But if you can, just bait them and try and dig the hole first. I mean, you can tank the hits if you can, if you have that sort of armor. This is about deep enough. Get out of there and bait those two in. I'm not sure if I can get this big guy in there. Might have to kill him, but that is completely fine. As you can see, here, 3 spawn at a time because I killed that one.
Login ya,
There
sorry.
is a double spawn. He is trying to throw something at me, but I'm going to try and bait him in. Alright, so all 3 are in there. They will stay in there for the entire duration of this build, thankfully, which means the spawner will not operate as long as those 3 remain alive. So now you're just going to get digging. You want to clear this out entirely underneath and make a giant hole. I like to make it a neater square hole. It doesn't need to be neat as long as there is a hole going all the way through. You're going to look at the branches, as you can see on screen right now. There's ones up there that will stick out the sides. You want to make sure that there is no ground underneath those branches. I'm going to... You definitely want to build up around the sides, as you're going to see me doing right now. Build this as high as you want, just build it to a height that will stop other enemies from getting near, and stop things like trolls from wandering into your hole, because if you get something like a troll wandering in, that will ruin your day and ruin a lot of your hard work. So I'm going to go into another time lapse, and I'll get back to you when I'm done. Goes around the perimeter. Again, there should be timestamps in these videos. Skip to any part if something doesn't interest you, or you won't have to wait through it. I'll see you in a second. so I definitely got carried later, and I will show you that, definitely. I won't make you endure the entire process though, but I will definitely show you the final results. So I am throwing me through a tiny funnel, but they kept trying to go at the walls, and it was a nightmare. It took me like 25 minutes just to get them in here. So I highly recommend you doing something like building a ramp over, or maybe even just getting rid of a huge chunk of wall and getting them in, or maybe just getting them in early, like before you put up the do them also. Alright, and here we are. I have done a lot of work, as you can see, and I've turned it into a bit of a base. Over here I've got the home area, not needed of course, but I put down a portal so you can get in and out, and this gives me something to work on while the farm kind of does its own thing, so I don't have to sit here and AFK. Obviously you can AFK, that's the whole point of this thing, but I mean if you can have another base here and you can do all your work here while stuff is happening, why not? Am I right? I've got the smelters and that sort of thing over here as well, with some chests I could put stuff in if needed. Just tried to make everything look really nice. Over here I have something that I would recommend. Here is a little taming pen. So I've got 2 wolves in there, so you can see there are 2 pups in there as well. And there are all the wolves down there doing their thing, and here is an iron gate. So obviously you would feed the wolves here, keep at least 2 up here all times. If the ones down there died somehow, like let's just say every single one of them died, you wouldn't be without wolves. You'd still have at least 2 up here that you could infinitely breed. Just say you had 4 or more than 2 like I do, you could open the gate and you could just push a couple of them out. I'm a bit stuck right now, but you get the gist of it. You could just push him in. Alright, he's kind of stuck, but you get the idea, and then you can close the gate. This step is here because they can't actually jump, so they're kind of stuck in there. You can walk in and out. Got some meat in here. I could grab some. Oh, I already have some. Throw that in there. And I missed, of course. Throw the meat in there.
Tentang 1 lagi dia.
Menyesengarakan rakyat ini ada KTP-nya. Saya nggak banget gitu. Apalagi kalau benar-benar dari itu.